스타트. 아유, 참. 이제 인생이 고치러 가야지. 나간다. 안 뒤진 곳이 있어. 이거 뭐야? 왜? 왜 이렇게 지옥을 보여? 안 보여.
The strong survive and the weak perish.
아, 가볍게 끝나네. 여기는 참. 아, 등. 오. 아, 2개. 오픈. 트리지. 이건 뭐야? 인쇄기. 아, 롤러 설치. 6번 인쇄기를 사용할 수 있어. 오. 반말기상. 해리의 생일. 아. 꺼나자. 분량 없구만. 일단 나가야 점프하지. 히토스 안드로이드 쿠스. 어디 보자. 나머지 퀘스트. 서서. 이거 피니어스로 가야 돼. 인쇄기. 인터스텔라 챔피언십. 이것도 훔치는 거야?
If you'll just listen.
No,
No more listening. No more preaching. We are losing people left and right. We need to act.
Enough, Zora. I'm not putting the torch to innocent people. Do you want to bring the board's cruisers and gunships down on us? Captain, apologies, but our situation grows dire. Our people talk of foolish. They are armed all the same. All they need is a good reason,
그치,
and
전쟁에
war
남자는
is
명분이
one such
필요하지.
reason. Excellent.
Excellent.
Did you find the Vanois? Lucky indeed. Thank you.
We're
흥판진가?
one step closer to bringing the truth to every man, woman, and child in Halcyon. For now, you can tell Hiram that I'll stop using Devil's Peak. From the pits of our eternal souls. Thank you, Captain. I have much to do.
오,
Articles to
세계의
write, sermons to
세력에서
ponder.
최대로 긍정적인
We
평판을
live in such an
얻었습니다.
exciting time.
업
Let's
적어놨네.
talk later.
Sermons. For the love of... I'm going to see to the wounded.
그러면 퀘스트가 끝났지. 보상을 받으러 가자. 보상을 받으면 이 동네 퀘스트가 완전히 끝나나? 남아있는 게 있으니까 다 처리하고 가야지.
Thank you again for retrieving the bolt. It's every bit as complex as I'd heard, but I'm up to the challenge. Anyway, what can I do for you? Then it's good that I keep such meticulous notes.
뭐야 이거?
Well, technically he may have suggested it, but
아,
he
그게
certainly
거래였구나.
wasn't doing. Technically he does. What exactly are you accusing me of?
맞아.
Now, there's no need to use that sultry tone with me. Hiram understands the way things are. After all, he has his own contacts on the board. Until we're back on the board, I need to run those advertisements. If there's no business on... so you've heard about our prior acquaintance.
갑자기 이제 설득?
I suppose you're right. Graham's always had a way with words. Graham seemed like a reasonable man years ago. We both agreed that MSI's treatment of its workers was untenable. I thought reforms would be...
It's straight bullshit is what it is. A fabrication rich folks use to preserve their investments by leaving a lot of people here to die slow.
Nyoka has the right of it. It's a legal provision that gives the board the authority to
버리는
cordon off
거구나.
any planet or location
문제가 안
that
되면.
it deems dangerous.
A necessary evil for the greater good of society.
That's exactly how the board describes. Yes, making all of MSI criminals in the board's eyes. Why wouldn't anyone? They own nearly... To be on the board is to be part of the colonial community. And being cut off means, I fear the MSI citizen. If membership on the board can ease... Besides, I'm hopeful that additional leverage on our part will allow us a more I've discovered it's much easier to negotiate from a position of power. And I don't mean to leave MSI or its people at a
신중한
disadvantage.
아저씨네.
My hope is to maintain... What can I do for you?
잠깐만. 야. 생각해보니. 보상. 일치. 멈추기로
Be
했잖아.
careful with your... Anyway, then it's good that I... Why wouldn't anyone? To be on the board is to be... Indeed. Besides, I'm hopeful that it... My hope is to... What can I do for...
왜 완료가 안 되지?
I bet you'll like Rebecca. What's up? Bit on the shorter side. He had a flowery presence to when we set out to... Dirty Don killed those raptidons with his... In the end, he stood drenched in blood over the entrails of a dozen raps. If he... Yeah. Day came when he tried to take... Oh well, live and learn.
왜 완료가 안 되지? 안 하기로 했잖아. 퀘스트는 완료가 가는데 왜?
Move along.
Be careful with your new. Anyway, what can I do? Then it's good that I keep such meticulous. What can I do for you? Then it's good. Why wouldn't to be? Oh, my hope is what can I do?
뭔가 안 하고 왔나? 딴 거 하자 그럼. 아 스칼렛 이건 스칼렛 가는 거구나. 이건 핀이었어. 콜라베이 킬라 양어장 일단 완료를 해야지.
Velma seem out of sorts to you?
I'd give you a friendlier welcome, but that he's got his load on and I'm stuck. That's. Wow. I sure feel like an ass now. Oh, sure. Because Monarch's just team. Still, it's good to know what happened to him. Something else on your mind? Stealing. And yeah, let's just say someone would beside. Or.
이건 완료했고 이게 됐네. 완료가 안 되는데. 음.
You seen Arthur today?
이게 뭐야?
Uh-huh. You blind, fella? Or can you not see I'm busy? Why is it every sissy pig fucker who strolls into my town expects me to smile and shout awful friendly? Welcome to Fallbrook. Only nugget of paradise and...
Catherine, you're as welcoming as ever.
Truthfully spoken, I do aim to properly represent my aforementioned nugget of... You know, I ain't heard that one before. Suppose I'll have to work harder to show you just what makes our town shine. But first, I'll need to know what brings you, stranger. Well, I'm half listening.
버블캐를 맞을 수 있나?
If it's one that don't mind getting dirty, then I sure do. There's a Borst factory on up the way, run by a man who calls himself the King.
저기 쓸어버린 것
Clive
같아.
Lundberg. And so, that aside, it's a business ripe for the plucking. Stars, I hope so. Clive Lundberg, the self-proclaimed Borst King of Monarch, is swimming in profit and drowning in his ego. He's making the only meal to be had this side of Monarch, and I'm tired of ponying up for my dinner.
아 자기가
I
찾아내려고
want that Borst factory, owner dead or alive.
들어버리면 되나?
And you're the soon-to-be handsomely paid son of a bitch who's gonna... If you got brass knockers, you could shoot your way through the front gate. If you don't
진짜?
fancy getting shot to shit, you can try asking Duncan for a disguise. Might be another way in, assuming you're courageous enough to trek the
하수구.
sewers. Void if I know. Hit him where
하수
it hurts.
재밌겠다.
In his gut or his production. Sometimes the simplest solution is the sweetest.
아,
It'll be more than good when you're finished. Maybe not for Clive, but for me and you, I'm sure. Oh, and if you don't fancy going in guns blazing or crawling through a sewer pipe, see Duncan in the dry... May luck be with... How's Clive? I do... Sure.
약품 문제 해결됐어. 이건 뭐야?
Funny, you don't look like Nelson Mason. Funnier still, I wasn't aware of... That dunderhead. Can't hardly... Let me guess. It involved blood and guts and
어디 보자.
fur in places that don't merit. Might be I know something about it. Might be someone hired my crew to blind run. Now that I consider it, I ain't heard from my delivery team in far too long. Find them, and I'll thank you kindly. Good of you to finally haul. Got something that's gonna require... So you got a brain on them shoulders. Excellent. Makes my life a world easier. To extract the gas, you'll need to siphon it from the lab in Cascadia into one of your ship's fuel tanks. Do I look like one of them egg? But it's a
내가 처리해
I
주지.
do. To get to the gas, you'll need to navigate. The lab itself has become an infested nest, crawling with manti.
And will again. We ought to be taking any
Yeah, we are
opportunity
gay.
we get to bury those critters in lead.
Direct and aggressive. I always did like your sensibilities.
Crews are for ships. They were a family.
Close enough. Now, after you clear the manti nest and reach the storage room, all that's left is to get the gas flowing into the fuel system. The task will require someone with technical skills. Or you could force it through with a plasma overload.
Well, I haven't seen the system, but I feel confident saying I can split her asunder.
내가 해킹하면 되잖아.
I'll just bet you can. Men of the cloth never do cease. Once you've got our goods, take them to the groundbreaker. Lilia's fencers ought to handle the rest.
그라운드 브레이크로.
I've marked the coordinates for you to the lab in Cascadia. Use the passcode Antediluvian on the term Bestel. How's Clyde? Sure. What about it? Aside from the fact that I can smell it all the way from here.
오케이.
Sure.
움직이자. 전달 장소. 이게 어디야? 공격 데미지가 증가하고 결정은 체력이 증가한다. 얘는 별로 대사가 없네.
Never anger a man of the cloth.
맞다. 무슨 열려? 멘트 퀸이네 그거. 갑자기 죽어있는 건 줄 알았네.
Sometimes violence is the only way.
맞다 저거. 뭐에 나간 거지? 아, 너무 가까이 있어가지고, 씨. 또, 아니네?
Hello there! A word, if I may be so bold? Well now, here I thought those mantisaurs had peacefully exited the premises. But you're a simpler Name's Weston. Every once in a while I set up shop along these here roads. Care to purchase a thing or two?
아니는 또. 오, 이게 뭐야? 1. 탄초. 그럼 친구네. 아, 내려가야 되는구나. 어이씨, 어떻게 내려가지? 아. 상자다.
Looks like they were ambushed.
가져왔어.
Gotta be quick about this.
밀려버렸고. 검사. 아이고? 여기야? 이게 뭐야? 다 나와. 오이씨, 존나 많아. 어? 뭐가 처치했다고? 오이씨, 눈앞에 있어. 뭐 있었어? 내가 이거를 포기하는 게 아닌가? 그럼 어떻게 하는 거야? 오씨. 아, 그런 게 있구나. 어이, 지뢰가 많아가지고 함부로 돌아다닐 수가 없네. 오, 상자. 야, 이래 마시면 없나?
Stay back.
깜짝이야.
I may be wounded, but I'm still armed. How'd you get past my traps anyway? Well, you don't gotta be mean about it. What are you doing out here anyway? That feels a mite better. Wish I had something to give you, but I gnawed through my last Spratwurst an hour ago. Nice to know she cares. Catherine had us making drops for some big shot client out here. And before you ask, I don't know who they are. Or were. The whole point of making drops in the middle of nowhere was to keep their identity and whereabouts a secret. Marauders were waiting for us. They blew the bridge. Last I saw, they were heading back up the hill. You'll see it on the right when you get out. If you got the sand to go after him, I'm sure Catherine can reward you for your trouble. Me?
잡아야겠구만 이거.
I'm headed back to Fallbrook just as soon as I've caught my breath.
오케이. 절도관이네. 활동. 어? 55? 나 55 아니야? 캐릭터 55인데? 어? 어, 50인가? 아, 방어가 낮추고 있어. 잠깐만. 예, 뭐가 늘었냐?
Hell of a job.
150. 맞아요. (54) 아이고. 머리가 아니 잘못 눌렀네. 라고? 여기로 가면 돼. 아작을 내주지.
Here they come.
어라? 오, 와, 깜짝이야. 놀랐네. 여기가 유딜.
Please, you don't have to do this. Just let us down from here. The humidity is really uncomfortable.
야.
Look, I didn't mean what I said about your outfit. It's very fashionable, I swear.
Bystanders, does this make us complicit?
맞네. 응? 어? 있다는 거야? 왜 도망가? 올라가야 되나? 어? 7 93은 돼야 된다? 키카드
the last of them.
아하. 빠바. 이거 없네? 아, 여긴 그냥 2층. 다리가 없군. 한 번에 좀 담아. 이건 뭐야? 어. 이게 뭐예요? 오해용 회로. 이건 어디야? 2층에서 애들 죽었는데? 그건 어떻게 하지? 다리가 또, 으아! 으아! 이건 뭐야? 작동시키면 어떻게 되는 거야? 별일 없네. 2층에 어떻게 올라가는 거야? 걔는 왜 죽었어? 아, 이게 됐지. 아이. 캐스케디아로 가야지. 뭘 많이 나. 오, 나 탄다. 허허. 불쌍한 약탈자 양반들. 얘네들은 전번에도 루스를 했는데. 루팅을 했는데 오니까 또 죽어있네. 없나? 전번에 여기 있었는데? 까사까리야. 오. 하수구로 들어갈 수 있다고. 왜 돌아다니면 뭔가 들어갈 수 있는 구멍이 있잖아. 뭔가 움직이는 것 같네.
I smite you in the name of the law.
Name of the law. 으아. 오.
To shreds, you say? That's the
애덤을 죽였어? 애덤이가 되셨네. 전력서총 울트. 무기 왜 이렇게 많아졌어? 여기 160. 이거는 권총 필요 없고 권총은 해망상 맥스모 190 518. 카 160. 인벤. 아, 버려버리는 게 56. 357? 레벨 20? 130. 안 해주는데 왜 아는 척도 안 해?
Understood.
왜 오다말지? 왜 이름은 항상 더우고요? 안 와. 탈. 애들이 잿더미가 돼버리니까 생각하기가 힘드네. 역탈자부터 말이야. 가위가위. 넌 어디가? 아이, 저 어디가? 짠. 어? 뭐야 이거? 응? 꿀집 있네? 아, 또 들어가야 돼, 저로. 아래층에서 올라온다. 너무 쉽게 죽이지 않으니. 맞나? 여기 있는 애들은 뭐지? 이런 건 전문이지. 뭐라. 없어? 아, 이거구나. 감족감 뭐였지? 우리 시작. 호탕하게 드릴까요? 아무것도 없네. 아, 여기 뭐가 있구나. 아, 비밀연구소? 오우씨. 이걸 찾았어. 엑스모. 아, 있으면. 킹은 뭐. 프리한 아이템, 프리스틴 아이템이 된다고? 그래. 아, 뭘 찍어야 되지? 너무 쓰다긴 해키가 끄가 있긴 한데. 오, 힌트. 아. 좋아. 엄마 된다. 그런데 능력을 입히는 데미지. 가볼까? 뭐가 남네.
Nobody set foot in here since Cascadia fell.
문들이 다 잠겨있네. 방귀. 뭐야 이 핑크색은. 29.
Proximity alert. Biology human. Protocol kill all plants. Suspended. Present your Rizzo identification credentials or prepare to be
세면대 신분증을
downsized.
놓고 왔어.
Washing company property without
없어서
authorization is a fireable offense. Priming weapons.
오,
Executive level password accepted as identification according to Employee ID Protocol A-3501. Welcome back, Doctor. Be advised, Mantisaur threat level is petrifying purple berry. Please use caution. Mantisaur wounds are
저도
not
아니지.
covered under Rizzo's health policy. Have a productive day.
정말이구나.
Have
어.
a productive day.
하는 게 없네. 안녕? 에이. 먹을건? 업무 시간 메시지를 보내면 상판대에서 공. 이거 없네. 메시지. 된 거야? 쭉. 여기 있는데? 멘티스. 와. 와우. 더 이상 열 건 없나? 아이 씨. 아니 너무 가까웠어. 아. 아. 세상에. 여기 뭐야? 일단 저거 하기 전에 100? 100이라고? 여기 벌써? 벌써 100이야? 영원히 못 여는 거네. 아니야, 전투 안 할 거야. 야. 아이, 쌀 거 아니었는데. 그냥 와본 건데. 일단 저거 할까? 이제? 죽여. 아, 좋았네. 이거 뭔데? 오케이. 뭐 한 마리 더 있어? 연료 보급 시스템 결합. 이동수. 오. 딴 곳으로 가야 되는군. 뭐 한 놈 남았는데? 얘는 뭐 좀 아이템이 없어. 얘는 어디인가 보네. 어디에? 멘트 퀸.
May the law have mercy on you. I won't.
기자. 죽어있네. 오, 깜짝이야.
Their death, our survival.
Our survive.
This is the part where I take over, Captain. Do not fret. I've been cracking systems like... I do so love when you jest with me. I will take that as an intended distraction.
뭐야? 왜래?
Aha! Got it. Easy as mock apple pie. You can say that again. Except for the last part. Do not call me that. On pain of death.
I'd like to see you try and stop me.
떠나기. 이건 뭐야? 수만 있으면 나 죽을 것 같은 느낌이 있어. 이면 죽겠어. 세이버가 한번 해볼까? 게임 찾아. 와우. 오. 와우. 그렇지. 마인드 컨트롤 강단? 이제 어떻게 가지? 오, 깜짝이야, 깜짝이야, 깜짝이야. 마인드 컨트롤 강단? 무서워. 마인드 컨트롤 광선 써봐야지. 맞습니다. 야, 이거 하자. 그래. 나왔다. 우와.
Used to be, you can get the best wine on the block here.
왜, 이거 어떻게 쓰나? 우리 편이 되는구나. 아닌가? 저 어디가? 어떻게 쓰는 건지 모르. 아, 절로 올라간다? 저건 어디 있지? 어? 어디? 저부터 처리할까? 해놓. 와. 뭐야 이거? 어디서? 뭐 이 동네에서 다 뛰어나와? 아, 여기 있구나.
Everyone all right?
어. 100레벨? 100레벨. 와우.
Incoming. We are just that good.
뭐. 한. 별거 없네. 야, 여기가 있네. 아, 여기서 바로 가라고? 아이고, 사람. 아니, 다 죽여야 되나? 하수 같은 입구도 있다고 그랬는데. 혹시 이랬네? 최악시. 뻔하네. 쫙. 다 빨갱이네. 그지? 영 뒤로 가서 수렵할 순 없나?
Skills are unrivaled.
System.
We were destined to prevail.
필요한 아이디가 있네. 대한구역이야? 모르겠고 삭. 아이디. 오. 와. 인부.
Alt.
지답지 않네. 응? 오. 아, 이거 써봐야지, 아씨. 야, 거기 죽이지 마라. 아, 이거. 어디. 아. 죽는데? 통화해서 먹는다. 참. 오, 이거 봐. 승인된 관리자. 그죠? 엔지니어링 55가 필요하다. 20. 아, 오. 으아. 이걸 어떻게 하지? 오. 저기로 어떻게 들어간? 아, 저. 집이. Climb. Climb lumber.
Whoa now. And just what do you figure you're doing up here? These are my private quarters, friend. I don't allow tours up here. I don't allow
통찰력?
tours ever. Certain things require a mess to do well. I do own a factory known for specializing in the canning of Borstwurst. Did you fancy me a cannibal? Perish the thought. No, I don't eat the...
So, Captain, I would caution that we tread carefully through the remaining morass of this encounter for the safety of all involved.
While I approve of your associate's cautious nature, I still teeter on the verge of losing my patience. Let us move forward with the present proceedings. By sublight, you mean Catherine, do you not? That greedy, star-crossed sow. Listen, friend. The Borst King of Monarch does not negotiate. You desire that I should lower myself to Catherine's level of crassness and filth? I cannot fathom how that would cotton myself. The king built this golden monopoly brick by brick from the rubble when the corpse abandoned. You think to blackmail me? Try it. The king will grind you to bone spurs. For true? You figure she will appreciate my skills? They did take me years to perfect. However, I remain unconvinced she could provide the means to make the association worth my while. I do admire a properly ruthless individual. If it will keep that sublight sow, the king is interested. John Hancock me on the dotted line, friend. I will... Do not push me. I am not one to suffer in... Tell Catherine she is permitted to dump the bodies each and every Tuesday, precisely at 3 a.m.
선택지가 진짜 어처구니 없다. 그럼 여기서 이러면 절도인가? 절도야? 절도네? 와, 맙소사. 이야. 여기서 하면 절도야 벌써? 어? 엘리베이터가 누구지? 잠깐만. 내가 이렇게 들어왔나? 아니, 이건 뭐야? 아, 바로 나가는 거구나. 예. 이건 뭐야? 문양기. 가자. 야, 이제 이 영상의 퀘스트가 다 끝나가는 거야.
Remind me never to get on Ms. Malin's bad son.
How's Clive? I do hope you gave him my regards.
역시 내게 제안할 게 있다.
Oh, this ought to be good. What does he mean to offer in exchange for his no-account life? True enough, I got bodies piling up, drawing attention where they ought not to be. But if I take the factory, I don't need Clive to dispense of my messes. Can appoint someone to handle it myself.
야, 이거 너무...
Tell Clive I don't haggle, right as you got him.
결국 죽여야 해?
I'll presume you mean Arthur, the one you sent scurrying back like a sprat with his tail cut off. Reckon I'm happy he's alive. I'd be happier. I take it you don't have... The VIP room's charged by the night. Marvelous. Do take care of the place. Maid service won't clean after...
야... 이러면 또 애매한... 아니,
How's
설득하라면서.
I do hope you gave maybe a handful of bits. What about it? So you say
이게 선택이 안
you
되면
want me to
어떡하라는
partner
거야.
with him, take him on as my cleaner. But I ain't yet convinced.
신경 쓰지
Tell Claude.
마. 획득 거짓말. 네, 설정 50인데? 매진탕. 매진탕은 아니었어도. 뭐 없나? 킹. 대화가 설득이 추가된다. 뭐 그런 거 없어? 오, 떴는데.
How's Clive? So, point taken. Good help is hard to come by. Plus, Clive doesn't seem the type to upchuck his Borst during dismemberment. Still, you're asking me to walk away from easy
다행이다.
money. So are a lot of things in life. And your point is? All right. Color me convinced. Reckon I owe you a finder's fee. Don't spend it all in one place.
어처구니가 없다. 없어서. 메모리 어디 갔어? 53 다시. 어딨어? 퀘스트 못 깰 뻔했네.
Catherine's great, ain't she?
이건 어떻게 해야 돼?
She'll pull you out of the sulfur, so long as you don't mind.
아니 없는. 너 가서 물어보자.
Ah, hello. You're... all right. I'm sorry. It's fine.
내가 뭔가
Awaken...
I would like to know what you think Bakonu meant when he wrote, "Your work is to
Ah, how
It refers to giving oneself over.
Were there a truth to the grand plan in the first place, I and Bakonu might agree. But what we see as divine purpose is just one facet of the universe figuring itself out. To quote, as a child looking at the leg of an elephant, unable to view it whole,
You're not completely full of shit, I'll give you that.
Were my teachings beyond recognition, I dare say I wouldn't have a...
I owe you an apology.
Likewise. Now, I'm the point of no return. For
무슨 소리 하는 거야?
mine was witnessing my friend and colleague transform into the very evil... All right. Before all this, the certainty with which I spun among the other cogs in their machines stifled creativity. That came much later after Sanjar. I'd known a little... the freedom, we seek to replace their... Oh, yes. Gunships hover in our sky. The perception of vision. Why have you...
아, 이거 깨지지가 않는데. 씨.
You should know you're getting... What can I do for you?
오.
Excellent timing on your part. I worked my fingers to nubs, but I've finally completed the Bolt 52 form. I dare say it will be...
You're getting ahead of yourself again.
So I am. Do you have this cartridge? That's just cruel and inefficient. I'm working on a plan to reorganize the board. Slowly, peacefully, and with
아, 이
meticulous
사회를 잘
documentation.
분석한다?
Sounds orderly. That's a good start.
Indeed, everything starts with good documentation.
The workings of the universe take time to prevail. But sometimes you can reach the intended destination faster if you apply a little force.
Never fear, I plan on wording our forms very strongly. But truly, I am getting ahead of my... I knew there was something going on. This is exactly the proof we need. The board will have to welcome us back now. I'll transmit this data along with the completed Bolt 52 right away. After that, we'll sit back and quietly wait for the board to respond.
배정
That means
라디오.
no more broadcasts from us.
아, 이걸 해야지만 이게 완료가 되는구나. 호호호. 뭐 남았지? 한 방어가 들어왔어. 39. 그래도 좋죠. 양양. 다 별로네. 많이 두고 있구나, 나 지금. 다 버리자, 좀. 야, 설득 플러스 5가 있었다니. 신의 한 수다, 신의 한 수야. 이람. 에휴, 저거 어떻게 올라가더라?
Do you hear that? It's the blessed sound of radio silence, which leads me to... Yes, indeed. I am back in business. But before we get down to it, might I ask how you handled the problem? In the end?
Does it matter? Job's done.
Doesn't matter.
Is that so?
오, 그렇지.
Oh, I believe it will. But the price I pay won't be to you. No, we've a bigger deal to settle. I don't doubt that you are working with Phineas, but my contract specifies I relay any acquired information to the purchaser, and to the purchaser alone. However, to send the data, I will need your assistance in cycling the antenna's receiver, so I can input the needed adjustments. Don't be ridiculous. We're resetting a broadcast tower, not filing taxes. There are no errands, spreadsheets, or rituals involved. It's simple, truly. I merely need you to waltz outside and throw the lever to cycle the power. I'll key in the numerical adjustments from in here. Eternal, no. What is wrong with you? Who would ever design something like that? However, you're welcome to brew me a Rizzo Insta-Coffee from the staff kitchen on your way back. Just step outside, flip the switch, depart forever. Understood? Good. Marvelous. We're in agreement.
This is why I stopped helping out around here, you know. It's always throw this lever, shoot that marauder, save my life. Just one thing after another with you.
We're almost done. Let's finish this.
Terrific. I'll be here, waiting with bated breath. Give a shout if the panel electrocutes you.
레벨업. 야, 이게 설득이 꽤 필요. 오. 킹. 잠수다. 킹보다 잠수다기가 더 필요한 것 같은데. 오케이. 여기로 나왔어? 아, 이게 흑돼지구나. Worst. 20입니다. 오.
Testing 1, 2, check, check. Sweet stars. But that is a beautiful sound. Can you hear me? We are a go for broadcast. Oh, and I also dispatched Phineas his data. Impatient prick. Worse, I'm now indebted to him for it. Now I'll kindly thank you to get out of my tower.
또 돌아오게 하지 마.
There's no need to assert your dominance. I doubt I could make you do anything you don't wish to. Look, I am well aware that at times I may have the tiniest iota of a prickly exterior, but I must admit I have grown rather fond of you. As Nyoka can attest, I do not form attachments with many. Do take care.
Why, he told us to leave without flinging insults at our persons. He really does like you, Captain.
What in the... Captain, there's a fireball in the sky.
왜? 저거 왜 추락하니? 이거 우리 비행기 아닌가? 이거 우리 비행기인데? 뭐야 저거?
Black holes. Did you see that? Looked like a UDL ship. Based on the gunnery attachments, I'd guess it's one of the board's blockade enforcers, but don't cite me on that. Oh well, a pity for the crew, but I can't see how it affects me.
이거 왜 추락하는 거야?
Hiram? Can you hear me? Did you see that? Architect saved me from swindlers and fools. Sanjar, what are you bloody doing on my channel? Did MSI or did MSI not cease broadcasting? Yes, but... Hiram, are you there? Ah, the good captain. The truth brings us together once more. Our salvation has come crashing through the stratosphere. We need only collective...
전부 애들이 이 채널로 들어오는구나.
Are you mad? That's a UDL gunship. You'd probably shoot your own toes off. Ah, I see you learned nothing while dealing with these buffoons. We could use the gunship's armaments to defend Stellar Bay, but we need its targeting module.
모나크 스텔라.
Our message is so close to breaking free of this planet and spreading to the stars. Help us secure that module.
아, 이것도 누가 다 줘야 되는
our
거야?
colony. Listen, I don't care a single whit what you do, so long as you leave me out of it. Which means, get off my void damn channel. I am more than finished with you lot.
답은 가능했지. 피니어스와 말하기. 무장함선의 조준 모드로 해석하기. 개요람? 퀘스트라고 써주면 안 되나, 그냥? 여기까지 어떻게 가? 있지. 이건 어떻게 가? 그냥 뛰어갈 수도 없고. 이건 다리 막혔잖아. 이거 여기서 뛰어가야 돼? 아니겠지. 일단 저기 가보자. 모나크 스텔라 인터스트리. 내가 여기 있잖아. 저기 있다고?
I've had quite enough of you.
빵 죽었군요. 로봇인데? 뭐지? 왜 피가 안 보이지? 뭐야? 뭐야, 점프했어. 뭔데? 그 로봇이야? 아. 오, 깜짝이야. 어? 아픈다. 응? 여긴데? 위에 있어? I am a 대충 털고 가자. 아, 문 열렸던데. 이게 무슨 드래곤 퀘스트야?
Anders can be a creep, but he'll... What's up?
이것저것 많이 잡았는데 애들이 잘 안 보인다. 어디로 가야 되지? 건너간다. 열아. 그럼 일로 못 가? 일로는 갈 수 있겠다. 막혔네. 이건 뭐야? 아, 일로 갈 수 있겠고. 네? 야이. 그럼 여기서 뛰어가야 돼. 아이템 여긴가? 여기 있는 거구나. 뭐야? 뭐지? 뭐야? 저끼리 싸워. 아이, 미니건 좋아해. 별로야. 이게 뭐야? 헐. 아, 오토바이 제일 먼저 잡아야 되겠다. 오우씨, 와.
Sometimes violence is the only way.
Sometimes violence, you know. 우와, 씨. 야, 깜짝 놀랐네. 못 보겠다. 왜 이쪽 길을 지키고 있지? 이거 뭐 마을 있네?
Looks like a marauder's den.
네? 왠지 이쪽이 더 센 거 같아.
confession now.
죽였나? 저 먹는 거지? 뼈가줄이 가자. 어렵네.
Everyone all right?
아니 잠깐만. 놔줘. 나 루팅 하자니. 나도 로봇 한 대 갖고 싶다. 응? 그거 이렇게 보면은 총이 잘 잡힌다. 뭐야? 대박이군. 비었어. 응. 죽음. 아이씨, 맞네. 아니, 잡다한 아이템이 너무 많아서 귀찮을 정도.
You make it look so easy.
오. 안치. 해추. 오, 아이템 많네. 기가 부품. 가자, 얘들아. 더 이상 이곳에 있을 필요가 없다. 언제 또 올지 모르니 털어 가야지. 있어? 맞아. 야.
Here's a little trick I learned in prison.
오네.
That's the last.
이름 있는 애는 처음 죽이는데? 하. 어이, 너무 많다. 67, 아슬아슬. 그럼 팔아치울 때가 됐는데. 그래. 가자. 빰빰. 원래는 건 에이트 이렇게 만들. 묻혔어. 왜 이런 데서 죽어있지? 와, 오 깜짝이야. 웅에 157 레벨 20. 만들기 다 필요 없구나. 우와. 우와.
I smite you in the name of the law.
Name of the law. 안 죽었네? 오. 여러가 되셨군. 아, 무겁다, 씨. 무게 1. 버리기. 아, 분해가 있지, 참. 사람. 350. 이 자판기가 있어요, 근데? 판매. 세상에 팔아버릴까요? 221. 근데 무기가. 잠깐만. 이런 거 잘 쓰지도 않는데 팔아버려야지. 응? 몇 가지만 써야 되겠어. 너무 많아. 타민. 종류 많은가. 제 특성. 많은 한 10개 이상. 몇 가지만 가지고. 많은 건 금방 또 나온다는 거니까. 적은 건 안 나오니까 필요가 없지. 뾰롱. 190까지 줘. 너무 많았어. 어라. 우와. 쟤는 왠지 튼튼한데? 그거네. 이건 뭐야? 들어가지도 못해? 여기 있는데?
Here we go.
일로 온다. 아, 소리 지르네, 진짜. 여기 몇 마리나 있는 거야?
And we're alive.
야. 뭔가 근처 엄청 많네. 야씨, 이건 시체인 줄 알았네.
To shreds, you say?
May the law have mercy on you. I won't.
오씨. 어디서 보는 거야? 아이, 참.
I never had to lay down.
엄청 많네. 오, 어디갔어? 얼마나 남았어? 와, 안 남았네.
You go on ahead, Captain.
명령키. 왜 추락했니? 아, 공룡을 잃었어? 이미 고장난 배였구나?
Hello, my name's Jen. I'm the chief engineer on this gunship, and I'd like to let the record show that our captain is a total fucking hullhead. I told him again and again that without fixing our regulators, spinning up the engines are going to blow through our coils and we'll go flying off in a completely random direction. Well, here we are. Thinking we'll hit soil in about 30 seconds. This is your chief engineer signing off for what is probably the last time. It's a shame you can't see this middle finger I'm holding up, because I'm doing it as hard as I can.
아, 건질 것도 하나 없군. 다 죽었어? 오호. 한자르냐 그레이엄이냐. 아, 이거 누구 주지? 그래도 스텔라베이에 줘야 어느 정도 도시가 유지되고 있으니까. 스텔라베이로 주는 게 나을 것 같아.
If the iconoclasts reach that ship, I don't suppose you've found the targeting module yet. I've sent patrols, but they're running into trouble with the iconoclasts.
일단
That's
잡담을 해볼까?
surprising. The board's equipment is usually in top shape. After all, they have first access to any fresh parts or components.
Agreed. This is mysterious, to say the least.
뭔가 더 깊은 내막이 있다.
A conspiracy? You've spent too much time around Graham. Well, because the module controls the weapons systems. Can you imagine what those maniacs would do with weapons?
And roll back all the progress we've made at reconciling with the rest of Halcyon.
그건 모르지.
Oh, I've known their ilk long enough. Even if they merely sat on the scraps, the threat of a bunch of
그렇지.
Threaten the system's order and you call down the wrath of the universe.
Oh, you see our quandary then. Because once we mount them on Stellar Bay's walls, no Marauder or Raptidon, Stellar Bay will be as secure as any other settlement in Halcyon.
그렇지. 두고만 보진 않을 텐데.
The board's own salvage and recovery clause 32B would say differently.
룰이 있다.
And they won't dare challenge us over this. Not after the data you found on their experiments here.
Good, because we haven't a moment to lose.
끝날 거지?
They're all mad. And what's more, they left us. I don't
그렇지.
see
혼자서
any...
못해.
Not this again.
Remember what we practiced, sir.
Yes. The words in those reviews were very hurtful, but they do not define me. I am a mantipillar, and my will is my cocoon. I can emerge and become whatever I wish. I hadn't thought of it that way.
그렇지.
Perhaps you have a point. Supposing you're right, who exactly would you have me
뭐라.
work with? The iconoclasts are not the
너무
most
폭력적인데.
compromising sorts. How do these things ever start? Once, but where I wanted to reform MSI,
그쵸.
he
그냥
only
무너뜨리자.
wanted to take it apart, as if starving. He won't hear reason now, and
아,
that's an
저러는데.
interesting suggestion. I confess I don't know much about her except that she worked for Rizzo.
There ain't a body on this planet that can keep a group patched up like she has. I don't know how she does it.
I'd be willing to consider it, but I need to see her review. Excellent. Her review would be in the Rizzo offices in Cascadia.
아무것도 없어.
Bring it to me, and I'll see if she's qualified.
캐스케디아에 있는 리저 사무실. 오케이. 다시 보기. 내가 다 때려보자면서 그래. 이 어디가 있고야 이거. 여기 어디야? 아하. 미터. 그냥 읽었다가 시중만 하면 업데이트 되죠. 내려가. 오, 변경했어. 열어야지. 오케이. 새로 공부할 거 없지. 이렇게 됐지.
Any luck bringing the iconoclast to the... I don't like the idea that
뭐라의
they'll be...
평가.
Very well. I can't promise anything, but let's see what we have here. Well, it seems like she's actually very qualified.
If it weren't for her, I'd wager the iconoclast would have died off a while ago.
I wasn't expecting to say this, but if you can put her in charge and convince her to agree to a meeting...
그럼 또 나를 또 데리러 가야 되나? 아, 되게 이게 업데이트한 거 봐. 먹어라. 왜 그런 감이지? 조랄 만나.
The gunship. Have you secured its targeting module? All right. The gunship. Have you secured its
조랄 어디 있는데? 아이, 그 목적지 표시가 돼야지. 그럼 어딨지? 뭐라? 아? 보라 만나러 가야 되는데. 어디 있었지? 아니, 조라 위치는 그치. 럼스. 아, 34. 뭐라. 아이. 여기서 찾지. 박스리.
Oh, hello. Good to see you again. Oh, in Milton's place? Oh my gosh. Thank you. Damn right. Ain't no... Well, on the... So, no runs for me. But this one was... Then I tripped over a...
There's your icon.
Mister, I don't know what chaos is, but rocks ain't got theories. They're rocks. Huh? Why? Oh, till it stops. Zora says...
Bye. 뭐라노? 아, 내가 이거 못 봤구나. 노라.
Something on your mind? Too bad. Had I a reliable third party I could trust to set up a meet, maybe I'd consider it.
아, 왜?
With all the help you've done here, at first I thought it could have been you. But I can't trust you to think logically.
왜
Your
내가 왜
priorities are
평판이래?
skewed a bit too much like Graham's. For all I know, Sanjar's playing you to get to us and you can't see it. So no. In another life, maybe that could have worked out for all of us. In this one, we're going.
선택지가 이거밖에 없어. 아, 애초에 식량을 구해다 줬어야 되는구나.
Nice day, huh? The monarch getting away.
The gunship. Have you secured its targeting module?
뭐하게?
Mount its guns to our walls or the walls of Stellar Bay. The board is coming, Captain. I have faith in my...
뭐라한테 평판 나면 아빠가 져. 아깝다. 그러면 식량을 구해다 줄걸. 이거만 완료하고.
If I hear you say survival of the fittest one more time, I'm gonna lose it. Survival.
Any luck bringing the icon? I don't like the idea that they'll be trying for that module while we delay.
예상은 안 돼.
Well, aren't you unpredictable? It lends you a certain air of mystery. It's quite magnetic.
I wouldn't get excited just yet, sir. It looks like the iconoclasts followed you.
What?
I have word they're gathering in the ruins outside of town.
I'm afraid we've got to fight them. They'd knock our walls down trying to get that module. Looks like this means war. Wait, you can't just leave us to face them alone.
It actually would be very imprudent. We don't have much in the way of resistance. So they will definitely get that module, and once they do, they will definitely...
She's actually quite right about all of that, as much as I hate to admit it. Honestly, one good paper cut will do me in for the day.
Sir, we really don't have...
Right. I'll lock the south gate to keep them out. You'll have to approach from the north. Good luck.
이렇게 되나요? 이거 뭐지? 잘 살길 바랬는데 어쩔 수가 없네. 설득이 안 되는 거야, 뭐. 애초에 삐뚤어져가지고, 뭐. 아, 요렇게 돌아간다. 얘는 걸리적거릴 것 같은데. 아, 뭐야? 왜 싸워? 이미지가 틀리네. 지금 이게 틀려서 그런가? 아, 나 이 불쌍한 친구들. 이걸 원한 게 아니야. 잘못 샀네. 아씨. 아, 돌려냈어. MSI 쏘면 안 되지. MSI. 실수했네. MSI 난 왜 썼어? 오, 난리 났네. 아니, 얘네들이랑 섞인 어떻게 보면
Nothing like a good tussle. Big mistake.
아이, 저런. 와. 오케이? 그런 거 처음 봐.
The strong survive and the weak perish.
야, 레벨 쓰는 거 봐. 오, 나도 이런 거. 맞습니다. 오. 건물 안에 있구나. 아니라고 싸우고 싶지.
Nice work.
그래요. 엄청 고마웠어. 최악이네. 야, 그럼 여기를, 야, 좀 완전 적이겠네, 나. 아하.
You're back. And in one piece. Does this mean...
We did indeed, sir.
I can't believe it. Not that
그래.
I'm really surprised, but...
모나크를 살려.
Oh, I certainly will. Between our reinstatement on the board and the gain of this ship, we'll usher in a new age of prosperity for the people of Monarch.
That's a hefty promise. You've got Monarch's hopes up, Sanjar. Don't go messing this up like our last overlords did.
And perhaps in time, I can use my position on the board to turn things around for the rest of Halcyon. You really mean that?
그래.
That's the nice... Celia, put that down in today's minutes.
Already done, sir.
Anyhow, thank you. And good luck to you. What can I do for you? Quite well, actually. It's astounding how much our quality of life has improved. Our residents are reporting increased productivity during their shifts and improved satisfaction. And since we're back in the board's good grace,
Some crew members are causing a disturbance on the ship.
You're adjusting before you pull. You're anticipating.
Of course I'm anticipating it. What if I shoot a friend on accident? Hey,
뭐
Captain.
하는 거야?
I got a thing I want to ask you. I was thinking about what you said before, after we went to the Lost Hope on the Groundbreaker. I reckon you're right. I think I'm ready to stop fretting and fussing and I'm thinking of doing it here, on the ship. Oh gosh, do you think so? I just figured, you know, there's nowhere she can go on Groundbreaker where folks don't know her. I was kind of hoping. The thing is, I can't ask her. I smell like sweat most days, and well, don't look too close to my fingernails. I was hoping. Oh, that nice older lady in the rest and go, Miss Gladys? She seemed to know lots of things. Maybe she knows where to find fancy soap. I mean, only if you're not busy. Or when you're heading through
그라운드브레이크로 가.
Anyhow.
한번 차를 끌고 내려야 되겠고.
Hey, Cap. I'm still not quite sure what to make of that Max fellow. Sometimes he reminds me of Anders. Shit. Look at me dredging up bygone days. Forget I said. I will.
I have received a transmission from Roseway, from a Dr. Shaw. Welcome back, Captain. I have received a
What? Oh, is this on?
목이 완성됐니?
Oh, it's on right now. Oh, blast. Hello? I'm trying to reach the captain of the Unreliable. I'll keep this short lest I get caught. Please return to Roseway as soon as you can. I have an item of great value that you'll be interested in. Now, how does this blasted thing turn off? Damn engineers haven't labeled these toggles clearly. Is it the...
The transmission is complete, Captain. May luck be with you. Of course.
오늘은 여기까지. 완전히 끝났군, 이 행성은.